Welcome back from the world's longest spring break. My name is Mr. Francis. I'm going to be your chemistry teacher this year. I think all of y'all, this is your first year here at Guama, so we're really glad y'all chose to come, and we hope you get a lot out of being here. Whether we're online or in person this year, we're going to make the most of it and get as much done as we can. So the number one thing you've got to know for my class and for all of your classes this year is to bring your device to school every day. Whether it's your laptop, your iPad, whatever you have, it can even be your phone if those are both dead. You've got to be able to access Canvas, which is what you see on the screen behind me, and get to your assignments every day, or else, it's like you're not even here. So what you guys see here is what I have published for you so far on Canvas. So when you log in, this is what you should see. This is your welcome to chemistry. This is where this video will be posted. Obviously, it's not in there yet, but it will be when you guys get back to it. Over here on the left side, you've got your navigation, so you can go home. That'll take you back to the main screen where it shows all the modules eventually. Assignments will take you to a list of assignments. Discussions, if we do any discussion boards, obviously that's where that'll go. Your grades will be posted in there. And the rest of them, you can figure out. They're all pretty self-explanatory. Here, this tab is student expectations. So this is kind of what you guys are expected to do, what we're looking for out of you guys. You can read through it. They're all pretty standard, right? Get to class on time. Make sure you're not, slacking off. And these are for both in-person and online students. So the expectations are the same, no matter which type of student you are. For your family, this is kind of what we're looking for out of them. And really, this is just to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of everything we do. Oops, wrong button. Here we go. All right, so the main thing that we're going to be focusing on today is just getting you guys kind of used to all this and signed up for all the tools we're going to be using this year. So first off, this is our syllabus. So up here it has at the top, it has my office hours, which are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday from 4:10 to 5:30. So whether you want to come in person or come, you can call me, email me, we can do a Zoom call, whatever you need. If you're struggling with something, you need help, you have questions about an assignment, whatever it is, this is the time to do it. Wednesday from 4:10 to 5:30, I'll be there to answer your questions. My contact information, it's got my email address here. If you ever have a question, you can always shoot me an email. And then my phone number here, you can give me a call if it's, urgent. The course description is here. This will tell you chemistry is the study of the structure and composition of matter that makes up living things in their environment. Also deals with the study of the changes of matter and the mechanisms by which these changes occur. So, fancy words for it's about everything around us. The compounds that make up materials that we interact with every day and how they interact with each other. The grading scale, standard, 90 to 100 is an A, 10 points for each grade level below that. And for the percentages, your tests and your major projects are going to be half of your grade, and then homeworks and quizzes are going to be the other half. So your homeworks and stuff you can't blow off because they make up a big chunk of your grade. All right, if we do any major group projects or individual projects, anything major, you'll get a rubric to go with it. And then just general homework assignments and stuff like that would just be either completion grades or graded for accuracy, whether or not you got the questions right. The student expectations are here. They're similar to what was on the other slide. Really the most important one is to bring your laptop or your iPad to class every day so that you can actually participate in the class. Because everything we do, even with the the in-person students, is going to be through Canvas. I'm not allowed to hand out any papers to y'all anymore. We're not going to be doing lab journals or anything like that are physical back and forth things. It's all going to be online. So you've got to have your laptop or your iPad or whatever. All right, this is the campus cell phone policy. Basically, it's just keep it put away. You can use it in the hallways, but when you're in class, unless I tell you, take it out to get on this app or whatever, you need to keep it put up, and you don't need to be using it during class. All right, and then these are my classroom rules. So again, I'm just going to keep stressing this because it's very important. Make sure you have your device and that it's charged. Second rule is listen while others are speaking. So that doesn't only mean me. That means if your classmates are talking, they're asking a question or whatever, you're working in a group, you don't need to be talking over each other and trying to yell over someone. It's just respectful. Listen when other people are talking and wait your turn to speak. The third one, use school-appropriate language. Self-explanatory. Don't need cuss words in here. Fourth one is read all instructions completely before beginning an assignment. Fifth one is keep your cell phones and earbuds put away unless otherwise instructed. And then number 6 is know and follow all district and school policies. So that's kind of the catch-all of anything that applies for the whole school also applies in my classroom. Stuff like dress code and all that. Especially your masks. Obviously, I don't have one on now because I'm at home recording this. But when you're at school, I'm going to be wearing one all the time, and you need to as well. Just safety. All right, and then here, this section talks about when we're going to be doing what subjects. So this first 6 weeks is going to be all about safety and lab equipment and basic properties of matter, and then we'll move on to the atomic structure and the periodic table once we get through that. All right, these first 2 should only take this week and next week. We should get through them pretty quick. And then the atomic structure is going to take, a little bit longer after that. All right, so that's your syllabus. Make sure you guys go through. I kind of breezed over everything. Make sure y'all go through and read it more thoroughly because we are going to have a little quiz over it as one of your first grades. When you get done with a page in the class, you can either scroll back to the top and go back to home, or at the bottom, there should be a little next arrow that'll take you to the next thing in the module. So for that, your next thing today is going to be this form that I need you guys to fill out. So every day, whether you're in class or online, you're going to have a check-in. And what that's going to be is usually it'll just be one question. What did we learn yesterday? True or false, this, whatever. It'll be really simple, easy to do. All that is so I can take attendance for the online students, and it's kind of a warm-up for you guys that are here in person as well. So today, your check-in and your warm-up is going to be this data form that I need you guys to fill out, something everyone in school is doing. It just helps us get some contact info and some stuff that we might have missed when you guys enrolled or anything like that. So fill this out to your best of your knowledge. If you have to get your phone out and text your parents to get info that you're not sure about, please do. We need to get this filled out as best as we possibly can so we have this info about y'all. All right? And it is kind of long, so we'll give you guys a little bit of time to do it here in a minute. But just go ahead and go through, and then when you're done, click submit here at the bottom. All right, after you're done with that, we're going to move on. And this is your quiz over the syllabus and the rules and all that. You don't have to take this right now. You can go back and read the syllabus again, whatever. When you're ready, click take the quiz. It'll open it up. You go through and answer all the questions. Shouldn't be too complicated. All right. I'm going to back out of here because I don't want to submit an unfinished quiz. All right, then after the quiz, we have Flipgrid. So Flipgrid is something we're going to be using for discussions throughout the year. All right, and for me, it's important that y'all do this one. And you won't be doing it in classes when you'll have to do it at home, because I want you guys to introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me your name, your home campus, your hobby, whatever else you want the class to know about you. But I want you guys to do it with your masks off. That way I get a chance to see your face and kind of put a face with a name and that kind of stuff, because it's going to be really hard for all of us to learn each other's names and remember everything when we only see our eyes half the time, right? This might help a little bit with that. So you'll click record a response. It's easy to do on your phone if you want to do it that way. And it'll bring up a little video recorder, and you just you know, it's like making a Snapchat. All right, and then the very last thing you've got to do today, and this is one that you will do in class, this is Edpuzzle. When you watch this video and answer the questions as it goes, it'll populate you into a class on my Edpuzzle account, and we're going to be using this throughout the year. When I show you guys a video, it'll ask questions throughout and help me make sure that you guys understand what's going on. So you'll just click play here, and then it'll start the video and go through, and everywhere there's one of these little dots on the bottom, it'll ask you a question about
Jordan here.
All right, so we're not going to watch it here. You guys can do it on your own. All right, and then that is everything for day one. That'll get you signed up for Flipgrid, for Edpuzzle. It'll get your attendance taken with this check-in, and it'll make sure that you've read the syllabus and the rules, and that we're all ready to move on and start learning some actual chemistry tomorrow. All right.